You turn Henry into a saint of the 70s, all patchouli and innocent questioning and reacting to the stultifying oppressiveness of these waspified GOP zombies in the other room. And it just seems to me that maybe he was really, really sick and fucked up and needed a lot of help. And was hanging out with mad bombers at the very least. I mean, Christ, I was 5 when this happened, and reading it made me feel guilty. But Mom and Dad, you think they don't blame themselves?
They let him go. They weren't helping him. They kicked him out.
Did they let him go, or did he just fly off in rage and fury? It seems like you're looking for an apology. Well, maybe they have apologized and you just haven't noticed it.
An apology. You don't write a book because you want apologies, Trip. You write a book because of who you are. A person who writes books. The only obligation I have is to myself. To write it. Well, that's as far as it goes. I'm not a publicist, I'm not a hagiographer, I'm a writer. And this is my flawed version of what happened. I did not come here to be emotionally blackmailed and censored by 2 people who lived very public lives and then hid in the desert.
A, don't really need a lecture about what a writer is, and B, it's just a story. A story you have told yourself and will now share for fame and money.
Oh, please don't say I'm doing this for money, okay? I have no interest in money, you know that.
Yeah, because you're rich. Even if you don't take a cent from them, which is not strictly true because they paid for the fancy hospital in Cambridge where you camped out for 6 months.
I wasn't camping.
You're rich. You're smart. You're absurdly white. Ivy League, New York, and your parents are rich and you know it.
And what about you? What are you, a Zapotec Indian?
Well, the difference between us is I don't use my 16 dozen different little sicknesses for gain. You do. That's just who you are. But you think being a depressive makes you special? Well, guess what? Being depressed makes you banal, and in your case, hard, not easy to be with.
That's not fair.
Well, fair? Well, neither is Love and Mercy, a memoir. And I worship you. I totally do. I love you. But this is true, what I'm about to say, so suck it up and take it. Don't interrupt me. Because you had a breakdown, you actually believe you have earned a free pass here. Because you couldn't function, you didn't care to eat or brush your teeth or wash your hair or pretty much even speak. And even at a point, it looked like you might follow Henry down the trail to off yourself. You think this entitles you to present a picture to the world of 2 people who failed in every possible context. As citizens, as parents, as humans.
You figured all this out, did you, Dr. Wyeth? When you weren't busy cooking up jury of your goddamn peers?
Oh, you want to be a little bitch about my TV show, Brooke? At the very least, have the decency to actually watch it, okay? You think you're not like anyone else on Oprah?
Please, don't talk to me like Mom talks to Silda.
Mom talks to Silda like she loves her. And as for my being like Mom, listen, you're as hard as fucking Stalin. And as good at chess as anyone I've ever known. And you didn't get it from Lyman.
Look, I accept that you can't recognize our parents as I have written them, that time changed them. So why can't you accept that I've been as honest as I could in depicting events that you weren't really aware of as a little kid?
I never said you were being dishonest. Let me ask you a question. Did you give Silda the manuscript while you were working on it? Because I could smell her tone a mile away. And if I can, you bet Mom can too.
Yes, I did. She was there for a lot of it.
Yeah, she sure was. When she uses like a goddamn baseball bat to hit Mom and Dad with how crappy they were to Henry. What do you think Polly's going to do to her sister when she realizes that Silda was goddamn deep throat to you?
I needed someone else's
Brooke,
eyes.
I'm just saying that you've made the story better. And you added a lot of very specific detail to show you as a victim. You and Henry. That doesn't mean you're a liar.
Then please, Trip, just back me up. They listened to you before all others, really. If you just said, it's okay, in that way you have, because I'm not going to back down. I won't do it, and they're going to have to learn to live with it. Please, Trip.
So wait. These are my assignments for Christmas. I have to get Mom not to send Silda out onto an ice floe like some Eskimo, which will be her first instinct. And also get them to give you their blessing to publish a book which paints them as right-wing sociopaths whose ideology destroyed their children's lives. Who am I, Rudolph the goddamn reindeer?
You do have a shiny nose.
I'm so rolling a joint.
You don't understand this depression thing. Because you don't have it.
Yeah, that's what all depressives say. How would you know what I have and don't have? How? You have your head so far up your own butt you wouldn't notice if I were covered in killer ants and being stung to death right in front of you.
Don't say that.
I mean, it's true. Oh, we joke about you not watching my show, but it's what I do. I make TV shows. It's part of my life. My life. There are some things you don't know about me. I was impotent for a year. I developed an unhealthy relationship to sleeping pills and kicked it cold turkey. I dated a Russian about twice my age and loved her. I take flying lessons. And I have happened to have read almost every book written about the Civil War.
You take flying lessons?
Just because I am wasting my goddamn Stanford Berkeley education making ironic and cheerful TV shows doesn't mean I'm not very, very filled with despair. Nobody who takes pleasure as seriously as I do could possibly be happy. Don't you know that? I mean, look at me. I don't take my romantic life at all seriously. I am probably a sex addict. I don't want kids because it's far too easy to fuck them up. And our parents call me every time they need help with their email or cell phones. And I am presiding over them getting older. And parts of them are going to start falling off of them. And you haven't even noticed that Dad has a little invisible hearing aid that he is too vain to discuss. And they are the only people aside from you and Sleeping Beauty over there that I have ever really, really loved. And you're half insane and vaguely suicidal. Silda is entirely insane and incapable of taking care of herself. And I can feel myself turning into Hugh Hefner. Welcome to the end of the goddamn Golden State. I am California, and California is not happy. Have some.
Thank you. And I am not vaguely suicidal.
Well, you could have fooled me, Brooke. What is it? Is it revenge enough that everyone worries about you all the time?
I hate that people worry about me.
You don't? Come on! You love it. You had to add this book to it?
But you told me I had to get back to work. You said it was up to me, that nobody was waiting for the next Brooke Wyeth novel, and that I had to change that. I had to force myself on the world.
I said that to get you moving again, to get you writing, but not this! Besides, I thought you should write a nice goddamn play that nobody would ever go to see.
You think I should put it in a drawer, don't you? Wait until they're gone. Jesus, just say that if that's what you think.
You want me to tell you what to do?
God, yes, please. Please tell me what to do. I'll listen.
Well, you never listen to anybody, but okay. If you're going to go ahead, do it without apology or drama. Close your eyes and go for it. And if you're not, do it with grace and humility. How's that? I don't know. Just quit torturing everyone and looking at me like a lost border terrier. Fuck!
Stop trying to make it harder for me.
Why not? This should be the hardest decision you've ever made. They've been really good to you. Brooke, you know they love you. They worship you. They think about you all day. They really love you so fucking much. You know that, right? I mean, this will sort of kill them. Doesn't that count in this life? Notwithstanding whatever may have happened in the past. Doesn't that count?